Welcome back everyone, it's me Fluttershy BG again with another video, and this time I'm gonna show you how to play Krul weapon power the easiest way. Now we're fighting against another Krul and he has a box, that's not gonna be a problem, but he has motherfucking Grace, and Grace is really good against Krul. So I hope I can outplay the Krul and the Grace. If I can do that, I'm gonna be good. Alright, we're gonna secure this already. Looks like no one is here. Oh my god, this guy is so dead. Oh, he's committing. Okay, I don't know what happened there, and Adagio stole my kill. Well, I think this is gonna be GG's. Alright, we have the lead. I have an Adagio, he's CP. Have you saw on my how to play Adagio, you already know that Adagio just deals a lot of damage. He's super nasty. Literally, the only Adagio's weakness is literally how he applies the fire. We have Catherine and I'm Krul. Like, he's gonna have such an easy time. Alright, Grace is here. I don't know what she's doing here. What the? Okay, she's dead too. Okay, my two biggest problems are completely outplayed already. Alright, so it looks like it's not going to be an interesting game, so I'm just going to use this game to tell you why everyone hates Krul so much. Okay, why the fuck I'm lagging? Alright, what I was saying, yes, I'm going to tell you why everyone hates Krul in Community Edition. And why everyone thinks Krul is overpowered. Now let's be honest, Krul is not overpowered. He's one of the easiest heroes to counter. You just need items, that's it. You will counter him eventually. What Krul is really good at is debuffing teammates. I mean enemies. Alright, I'm gonna fight this guy. It's Krul versus Krul. It's nothing interesting is gonna happen. Alright, I'm gonna run away from him. He's not using his B. What the hell? What? Okay, he's dead. He didn't use his B, so I was able to make that trade. Okay, he's dead. Yeah, this guy doesn't know what he's doing with Krul. I think this is a perfect example to tell you the difference between a good Krul and a bad Krul. That guy is committing into team fights that he cannot win. Yes, Krul is a 1v1. It's a 1v1 hero that is really good. But if you don't know when to fight and who to engage properly, you're just gonna get overwhelmed. Let's go. Krul is not gonna be a problem. Alright, what's the best way to play Krul? Now, there's a lot of things that you can do with Krul. A lot of people like to go for sword blades. A lot of people like to go crit. But literally, the easiest way to play Krul is just to go debuff or tank killer. And why? It's so insane. If you go tank killer with Krul, if you stick to an enemy, they cannot do anything to you. You have so much attack speed that you're gonna get your stacks immediately. And guess what happens when Krul has his stacks on enemies? Those enemies don't do any damage to Krul. So not only do you become super hard to kill and super efficient against everything, but you're also you will secure 1v1 so easy. Everyone's just gonna run away from you. Flat damage really doesn't do much for Krul. That's why a lot of people like to go crit for the exponential, because crit is kind of broken in the game, so you can enhance your base damage stupidly high with crits. That's why crit is very popular with Krul. But if you go tank killer with Krul, no one's gonna be able to do anything to you. Alright, first item I go is for the breaking point. Now, why the breaking point? Well, it gives me attack speed, it gives me some base damage, because you need base damage, you need to make a difference early in the game. If you go for a Storm Crown, you're not gonna do anything. The Storm Crown is a really bad item for Krul. Alright, time to go for this. Let's go. Yeah, a lot of people like to go for the Storm Crown. I used to go for the Storm Crown, but it's really not a good item. It gives you the burst, gives you some cooldown. But what makes Krul super strong are his ratios and how weapon power and CP are different from one another. You can get a little bit of crystal, and his B is gonna be super insane. or you can get some attack speed and some base damage, and he's just gonna fucking do a lot of damage continuously. So when I'm talking about the breaking point, I think the breaking point is the best first item for Krul because you get some exponential damage while you're weakening your enemies, and you get attack speed. And then for the second item, I like to go for a poison shift because once you have your base damage secure and some attack speed, then you need to start debuffing enemies. And then last, I go for a bonsa. And then with those three items, if you get close to someone, they will not have any other option but to run away from you. Oh my god, bro. Why is this guy not dying? Oh my god, I'm almost dead. There we go. The breaking point saved my life. Ever since they nerfed the breaking point, it fucking sucks. But I'm Krul. Krul can tank so much when he's on a 1v1 that the breaking point as first item is actually good on him. Alright, once I get the poison shift, it's gonna be GG's for that Krul. Like, the long team fights against the other Krul are gonna be non-existent. I'm gonna kill his sustain and then gonna get damage. Alright, this guy is here. Oh, Adagio, thank you. Look at the damage we're doing. There we go. Yeah, now, why is Tank Killer so good on Krul? Well, because the breaking point, the poison shift, and the bones are like really good items combined with warriors specifically. And with Krul, you have so much attack speed that you're gonna get all your stacks so fast that enemies will not be able to fucking do any damage to you because Krul gets like 2.5% damage reduction per each stack. So he has 8 stacks, so do the math, bro. Like, that's a lot of fucking damage reduction. And you get in like immediately with attack speed. If you go base damage, it's gonna take a while to like, okay, what the hell is this guy doing? Okay, well, I can go for this guy. This guy's so dead. There we go. This guy is dead too. Gonna use my B. Oh, he's committing. But I have a breaking point. Oh my god, I'm lagging! That was really toxic from Catherine. She's trying to like time her stun. And that was really cool. Oh yeah, this is literally the easiest way to play Krul. Like, if you want to play Krul, maybe you're coming back into the game and you found this video. If you want to get into like playing the classic heroes, this is how you play Krul. You just go for attack speed items, and then you just stick to enemies. They cannot trade with you. They have to run away, and then you just kill them eventually. Now, what if you're dealing with your counters? What if there's mages? What if there's so much CC? What if you cannot keep up with enemies? You don't have to worry about it. If you're playing Krul, you can go tank build. I call it super tank. What's the super tank build? Well, let me kill this guy so I can tell you. I like how my dog is just standing there. That was so funny. Alright, if you're dealing with a lot of mages and shit that counter Krul with CC, like a lance or anything like that, you don't want to make yourself a glass cannon or you're just going to get stunned and you're going to take a lot of damage. What I recommend is that you go for a shout, because a shout is going to make you like, it's going to make you hard to get pick on before any team fights. So you're going to have that free block. And then second defense item, you're going to get an Aegis. So you have 2 blocks. You have one passive, and then you have one that you can activate. By doing that, mages will not do anything to you. Because one of Krul's weakness are mages. Mages can debuff him from a safe distance, can slow him down. and that just makes it perfect for carries to shut you down with continuous damage and ramping damage, aka Bonesaw, Breaking Point, Poison Shift, Sword Blade. You know that ramping damage type of build. The items you get when you want to kill Krul. So you make mages completely useless with a Shell and an Aegis. You get like that much defense and so much CC immunity with two blocks. One the passive that will block for you, and then the other one that you can activate for like power abilities. Like let's say a Krul ultimate, not a Krul ultimate, like a Dagger ultimate. Like something that you can do it yourself. Then you can just go for the priority targets. Well, the mages will not do anything for you. They will not do anything to you. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's insane. Look at this guy. Look at the damage. He's not doing any damage to me. There we go. Look at the burst. There's nothing they can do. They just have. They can only run away. When you're playing Krul, you don't want people to run towards you. You want to force them to run away from you. That's literally how you know you're winning with Krul. Because if you have to, Krul cannot fall back. He's not a hero that has the mobility to fall back from a team fight. He can only go in. So you want to make sure you have everything set up. So the only play that the enemy team can do is run away from you. And then a lot of people think that the Shiver Steel is a good item. Krul really doesn't need the Shiver Steel. Like he doesn't need it. He can use the bushes to get the slow. This guy is dead. Look at this damage. Like there's nothing he can do. His health just goes down. And look at my items. I don't have a Sorrow Blade or anything like that because you don't need it. Krul is all about attack speed and debuffing enemies. And enemies will just go down so fast. And you're just gonna like not take any damage. But yeah, if you're playing with a lot of people with CC, just go Shout and Aegis. It's like the best thing in the world. Like mages will not do any damage to you because they can poke you when you're like on a bush or something, or when you're trying to kill the carry, they will slow you down. They will try to stun you. So you may be saying, oh, why you don't get like defense for weapon power? I mean, the defense for weapon power is useless. That's why that's a super tank build. And they lost. Of course they lost. So yeah, I'm gonna show you a screenshot of a game I played real quick when I was playing against my counters. So here is, I was playing against like, they all have stuff to counter me. They have the ramping, well not ramping damage, but the Bucks had a lot of weapon power. Then they had Lyra, they had Catherine, they have CP Adagio, and then they have Malene. They all have heroes that counter me hard. And look at how many times all my teammates die. Well, because I went Shout and Aegis, they cannot keep up with me at the end. They have to focus me, and by the time they were focusing me, my teammates had a chance to like trade with them. And by the end, I was able to like carry my teams to victory. Even when I was like the hero with the most disadvantage, playing Krul against those heroes. Like, how do you play Krul against a Lyra and Malene? Catherine and all the like one stuns you, the other one like prevents you from going forward, one roots you, and then Adagio is going CP glass cannon, so he literally deals like one basic attack and take 1/3 all my health. Thanks to the Shout and the Aegis, all their CP was useless and they were relying on Bucks, but because Bucks had a terrible build, I literally carried my team. So yeah, that's why I think this is the best build for Krul. If you're trying to play Krul, or maybe you haven't played the game in a long time, I recommend doing this build because it's super easy to use. It makes Krul really nasty, and it's really easy to learn with. Like, just use this build, guys. Come on. Alright, see you guys later. Thanks for watching.